Hi everyone and welcome to my kitchen. I have a question for you. What is your favorite veg biryani? Is it mixed veg, mushroom, paneer, or maybe soya? You know mine? Dum biryani made with raw jackfruit. Is that yours too? The interesting meat-like texture that jackfruit has, along with its ability to readily absorb flavors, makes this biryani really amazing. Try it! All the ingredients are mentioned in the description section below. Before we start, let's blanch the jackfruit pieces. I'm using 900 grams of jackfruit. I know it's a lot. And I cut them in 1 to 2 inch pieces. Pour all the pieces in a pot. Pour enough water in the pot so all the jackfruit pieces are nicely covered. Add a teaspoon of salt and let the water come up to a boil. Now place the lid on. Cook the jackfruit pieces till they feel slightly soft. They should take anywhere from 5 minutes to 25 minutes depending on how soft your jackfruit is. The one I used took around 20 minutes. Here you can see that the jackfruit is slightly soft. At this point, you can drain the water. As you can see, the pieces still look firm, but when you break them, it breaks quite easily. Don't cook it till it turns all pasty. Okay, now let's make fresh garam masala for the biryani. To a grinder jar, add 4 2-inch pieces of cinnamon sticks. Yeah, this is a lot, but we have a lot of jackfruit. 25 green cardamoms, 15 cloves, 2 pieces of star anise, 1 2 centimeter piece of mace or javitri, and 2 medium-sized bay leaves. Grind all of this to a smooth powder, like this. We need 3 teaspoons for marinating the jackfruit, and the leftover 2 teaspoons or so we'll add to the biryani water. Now set that aside. Let's marinate the jackfruit next. To the blanched jackfruit, add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder. Don't worry, this is not very hot. 2 teaspoons of normal red chili powder, 3 teaspoons of the garam masala powder that we just made, 1 tablespoon of fresh lime juice, 6 tablespoons of plain unsweetened yogurt. Beat the yogurt nicely till it's smooth and then add it in. 10 slit green chilies. You can add less or more depending on how you like it. And 2 teaspoons of salt. Mix this thoroughly. Make sure that all the jackfruit pieces are nicely coated with all the masalas. Let this marinate for 30 minutes at least. Now let's soak the basmati rice for the biryani. I'm using 700 grams of basmati rice. Pour enough water to soak the rice. Let this soak for at least 30 minutes before you start cooking the biryani. Set that aside. Now let's take a look at the rest of the ingredients that we need. We need half a teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera, half a teaspoon of shahi jeera, 1 cup of chopped coriander leaves, 1 cup of chopped mint leaves, 5 tablespoons of ghee, 5 tablespoons of fresh lime juice, 200 grams of onions that's thinly sliced, 2 tablespoons of fresh garlic paste, and 1.5 tablespoons of fresh ginger paste. Now let's prep the colors for the biryani. Take around 3 tablespoons of milk. To this add a pinch or around 1/4 teaspoon of saffron. Next we'll add rose essence, and if the rose essence is very strong, then 1 drop is enough. Similarly, I'm going to add 1 drop of kevra essence. Add a pinch of orange food color. Mix that well and divide half of it into another cup. To that, add some red food color. Obviously, the colors in biryani are optional. It just makes it look nice, don't you think? Alright, now let's cook the jackfruit. Set a pan on medium heat and add around 2 tablespoons of oil. Add the sliced onions in. Sprinkle some salt so the onions cook faster. We are going to stir fry the onions till they turn nice and dark brown in color. This should take approximately 10 to 12 minutes or so. Once it's done, take out around 1 tablespoon of onions. This is for garnish. Move the rest of the onions to one side of the pan and turn down the heat to low. Add 2 tablespoons of ghee. Once the ghee melts, add in cumin seeds, shahi jeera. Once they start to splutter, add 90% of the ginger paste and 90% of the garlic paste. Stir fry them in the ghee for around 30 seconds. And then mix the onions in. Now add in the marinated jackfruit. Turn up the heat to medium, mix well, and then stir fry the jackfruit pieces till they brown nicely. This should take around 10 to 15 minutes. Browning the jackfruit pieces gives them a really nice flavor. Once it looks brown enough, give it a taste. Add enough salt so that the jackfruit pieces taste a little salty. This is going to be mixed with a lot of rice, that's why it should be a little salty. Now turn down the heat and add 3/4 of the chopped mint leaves and 3/4 of the chopped coriander leaves. Add 1 tablespoon fresh lime juice, 1 tablespoon of ghee, and give everything a good mix. Alright, now let's set that aside and let's cook the rice next. Take approximately 4 liters of water in a pot. Add enough salt to this water such that it tastes like seawater. This is a very important step if you want your biryani to be really flavorful. Around 8 to 9 teaspoons in 4 liters of water should do. Now add in the remaining fresh lime juice, the remaining garlic paste, the remaining ginger paste, around 2 teaspoons of the fresh garam masala, and a splash of oil. Make sure not to add too much oil, if not all the rice grains are going to be greasy. All these flavors together is going to give your rice a beautiful taste. Once the water starts to boil, add in the pre-soaked rice. Cook the rice till it's 90% done. This should take around 15 to 20 minutes. You'll know when the rice is 90% done when it looks nice and long. The rice is not pasty. It breaks easily but not pasty. Okay, now it's time to drain the water. And now we have to work quick to set up the biryani. A very important step in this is to take any flat pan and then to place the biryani pot over it. This step is important because it prevents the jackfruit pieces from burning easily. Now quickly spread the steaming hot white rice on the jackfruit pieces. Even out the surface with a spatula. Sprinkle around 3 tablespoons of water so the top layer of rice cooks well. Now add in the remaining ghee and spread it evenly. Now evenly distribute the biryani colors. If you're enjoying this recipe so far, do give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, do check out some of the other recipes on my channel. And if you like them, you can consider subscribing to my channel. I post exciting recipes every week. Now garnish with the remaining fried onions and the mint leaves and coriander leaves. Doesn't that look pretty? Cover this pot with a tight-fitting lid. Make sure to close the vent. I use a clove to do this. I usually cook this biryani for around 10 minutes on medium heat, and then I turn down the heat to low and cook it for another 15 minutes. Wow, the aroma in my kitchen. And done! Check out how the rice looks. It's nice and fluffy. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to taste this. Don't mix up all the layers of rice. Make sure to serve the bottom layer of rice and then top it with some of the top layer of rice. Like that. You just made yourself a treat. Enjoy. I can guarantee you this is totally worth the effort. Hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if yes, please share it with your friends. If you are on Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram or Twitter, do follow me. And for written recipes, visit my blog. All the links are in the description. If you like my recipes, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to get notified as soon as I post my next recipe. Alright then, see you next week. Bye-bye.